Great. Thank you so much, Myri. I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly. Thank you. Appreciate your help. Wanted to be on standby, so I was keeping an eye out for the previous stream. Hello to everybody who may or may not know me. Pleasure to be here. Obviously, we are streaming as part of the Cerebral Puzzle Showcase. I will wait just a minute, let some people filter in and give a spiel about where we're at. So I am playing a game called Slime in the Ice Machine. This is a game still in development. You can find it listed on Steam. I encourage you to check it out and wishlist it. There's a demo available that'll cover some parts of the game I'm not going to be able to show off today. But I'm very, very excited about this. And as you may or may not be able to tell already, there's a bit of a holiday theme, and I'm a big Christmas fan, so I decided I would just go all out decorating my room. Now, by that, I mean I'm not very good at decorating, but I do own a lot of holiday-themed plush toys. Slime in the Ice Machine is a game I'm very excited about. It follows the story of Margot Cristal. She grew up in Texas and left at pretty much her first opportunity, feeling like she never fit in. She returns home at the request of her dying father, and then begins to realize that there might have been good reason she felt like she didn't fit in, as she starts to understand that there is sort of a metaphysical connective universe between all of history's greatest bars, and her history is tied inexplicably to that psychedelic continuum. We're going to be playing a part of the game that picks up just after she returns from her first trip through the slime in the ice machine. Title drop right away. You gotta love it. And she comes back to find one of the local business owners adjacent to her father's bar is distraught after a local church that's just rolled into town is trying to like pressure her out of her lease. It's a complicated story. I do again encourage you to check out the demo, wishlist the game. There's a lot of story that unfortunately I won't be able to cover today, but I love the story and the characters in this game. It's excellent. We're going to be focusing mostly on the puzzles because this is the Cerebral Puzzle Showcase. One last thing I wanted to mention is that as a result of our psychedelic trip through time, we did incidentally make friends with a what I might describe as a biblically accurate angel that is also a demonic spirit guide of sorts. His name is Avunculus. He has ties to our mother's mysterious past. And now he lives in our cell phone to tell us mostly interesting psychosexual information about all of the cast of characters we'll encounter. So, hi, hello, and welcome to everybody. Thank you for joining. But not the 70s. So there is, like I mentioned, there's sort of a continuum of times and places. There is a part of the game that I've already had the pleasure to play that does take place in, I think it's like the late 60s. Yeah, but let's, I'm gonna take a sip of water and then we're gonna hop right into some puzzle gameplay. Didn't think you were late. We got an early start. I just, I want to take as much time as I can with this because I have only an hour to show off a very exciting game. But basically, we're picking up right here in our father's bar, and we're about to interact with our friend Barbie. Now, check this out. This game does have like a couple of like skill systems in place. First is journalism. I can sort of just like evaluate what's going on in front of me. I am covering that particular text box. Suffice it to say, Barbie is devastated. I can also right-click to get Avunculus. He's our good friend here. I'm gonna... can I hide myself for a second? There he is. There's Avunculus. He's a big eyeball friend. And he says, I've rarely encountered anyone who vibrates with such unhinged, libidinous insanity. There is nothing she wouldn't do for Christmas, no degradation she would not endure, no humiliation too public or shameful. If I were a Christmas demon instead of a party demon, she would be my Christmas queen. And that's on the tame end of the observations we'll get from Avunculus. So I will admit that I framed my setup here to facilitate the puzzles. I'm probably going to be covering a little bit of dialogue, but I wanted to help people know what we were watching, what we're doing here. So yeah, another thing that we've gained in our journeys is the bartending skill. Actually, we are the point of view character. The character on the right is our father's girlfriend, who is like either our age or like slightly younger than us. Gentleman Jack is a lawyer who's just like a regular of the bar, as I recall. And Barbie, like I said, she's a business owner. I think she has the store next door to the bar, but she just got kicked out. Now, I want to show off the bartending skill. It's unique, so we can interact with our friends here. Let's check out Jack. Let's mix him a normal drink. For some reason, all of the bartending is done in German, so here's what we look like. Let me make myself disappear again for a second. There's us. We're Margot. Kind of looks like I'm saying everything, huh? Okay, skip through the dialogue because I wasn't paying attention to that. So here's Jack's response to trying out the drink we analyzed for him. Perfect, Margot, just how I like it. That bourbon moves. Bourbon that does not linger. You know, I've never actually been able to have a single drink with my own beloved wife. It's not permitted by the correctional facility. I often wonder what it would be like inebriated. I know you already know that Texas does not allow conjugal visits, but yes, the answer to that question in your eyeballs is provoking. Yes, we manage to find ways to be intimate with each other regularly. The state simply doesn't pay those prison guards in Texas what they're worth, and so they're always happy to make a little extra cash on the side by letting two human beings love each other. And with that, we get an ingredient, and now we're going to try the same thing on our dad's girlfriend. I'm sure nothing weird is going to come of that. Here's a normal drink for her. Here's your caffeine-free Diet Dr. Pepper and Fireball with 3 cherries. Oh my god, thank you, Shug. I think what happens when you die and you're sexy white trash like us is that Elvis reaches down and lifts you up and takes you away to heaven, like pulling a girl onto the stage with him for a kiss. I don't want to be judged by Jesus. I want to be judged by the King. You look at that man Elvis and you can see just how he has suffered, and you just know he will understand everything you've done wrong and he'll forgive you because he has probably done worse. He'll sing you a song just for you, a brand new song, and you'll feel everything bad inside you just fade away forever. Elvis is the only sexy white trash man I know for sure is up there in heaven somewhere, working for God, because that's what angels are supposed to do, aren't they? Sing their aching hearts out. Okay, and now with that, I can go ahead and use the ingredients that I gathered from my 2 friends here to make a special drink for Barbie to cheer her up. Well, to try. I'm gonna try. Do you need me to lower the music? I tried to keep it at kind of a low level. It is going hard in terms of its, like, strip mall, holiday enthusiasm. That's for sure. Okay. Let's go. The barkeeper triumph. They take a sip, close their eyes, and glow from the inside. They melt into synthetic bliss as they guzzle the confected stolen dreams of my artisanal psychic highball. That music also going hard. Listen, I am half German. I'm not German enough to read that competently. Elvis Scare Fantasy. Christmas Eve, 1971. Elvis driving a school bus full of Memphis pros in tight sweaters and saddle shoes to Parchment Prison for his annual gospel orgy jambo penitentiary. Half the girls for the guards and half for the gen pop. All those girls belting out how great thou art together as one animal to the Delta mud as they cup the wind out those open school bus windows. And let's have her check in with my good friend Raylan. They're two, like, there aren't a lot of, like, necessarily openly villainous characters we've encountered up to this point in the story, but I find that Barbie and Raylan are some of my most appreciated. They're just 2 sweethearts. I feel like they'll bond in this moment. You are just so fudging pretty, aren't you, Angel? Just like Rosemary Clooney in White Christmas. I love your antlers, Shug. So fun and fancy. Where'd you get them crazy old things? I bought them from the Sears Wish Book back when I was your age, Angel. Oh, I love your beautiful blonde hair. Just looking at you makes my heart sing a little song. Shug, I could just vibe out with you all dang afternoon. Let's look at each other and be happy for one mother flower fudging moment, okay, Angel? Okay? Of course, Sugar. Hooray! Yay, we're vibing! We're vibing now? We're vibing. It's wonderful. Okay, Liz. Can I think I can move myself. I move myself up to the upper corner because I don't actually think I need to do much bartending for the rest of this. And I underestimated how much I was covering up there, but I think we're going to be okay. So now that we've done that, I did want to show off a couple of the things that the game... there's a lot of ways that this game manages to tell its story. It has like a lot of mechanics between the journalism and the barkeeping that I was just showing off to get some insights into the characters around us. But one thing we can also do is simply talk to Barbie. Barbie, are you okay? They kicked me out of my own store. I haven't been naughty at all. I've been nothing but extra nice and extra sweet. Why did they do that? It's not fair. It's sick, it's perverted, and it's wrong. Oh, Barbie, I'm sorry. That's part of why I'm crying, but that's not all of it, Angel. I'm really crying because I lost my letters from Santa. Your letters from Santa? Santa's been writing me letters every year since I was 7 years old. I'm not stupid. I know the letters aren't from the real Santa, but they are important to me. I like that she still leaves the door open, that, like, she knows there's a real Santa, but these letters didn't come directly from the real Santa. Those church people told me I didn't have time to take anything with me today, but I grabbed my special hat box with all my Santa letters anyway. I'm so stupid. I tripped and fell because I was crying too hard. Then the box came open and the letters went everywhere. The wind took them and they blew all over the shops at Bayou Village. Now they're all gone. All my letters from Santa. All my letters since I was 7 years old. That's awful, Barbie. Actually, speaking of the church, Jack, I was wondering if maybe... Oh, I can't think about any lawsuits or business schemes. I can't think about anything else right now but how my Santa letters are out of order. Angel, I'm such a mess. I feel like a delicate Christmas wrapping paper torn apart by spoiled children with sticky fingers. I feel like a box of Christmas lights too tangled up to use, where all the bulbs are cracked. Sprinkle cinnamon on me, put me in the oven, and bake me until I'm dead. Heartbreaking cry shudders mixed with high-pitched mumbling. That's absolutely a mood. So that is the premise of the puzzle that we are going to be dealing with today. We're going to try and first collect and then order correctly all of Barbie's Christmas letters from Santa. And yes, as chat is indicating, there is some serious energy pretty much in all directions. This game, its vocabulary and its style borrow a lot, or are inspired a lot from Disco Elysium, but it has so many of its own contributions, and to put it politely, because my mom is in chat, hi Mom, the vibes are a little bit horny, but in the best possible way, I think. So I think we'll just get started with it. Now, I am going to say that there is plenty of dialogue and character-related experiences you can have that really flesh out the world and everything. I'm not going to be going super heavy on that today, so we can focus on the puzzle for the rest of the stream, but just there is plenty of storytelling. So, like, if you like the puzzle that we experienced today, be sure to check the game out. If you like the vibes of the setup we've just gone through, check out the game. Just check out the game. It's amazing. Okay, so we do have some Christmas cards scattered along the ground. I'm covering a little bit up with my banner there. I apologize for that. And every time we pick one up, I'm gonna read it like Santa, because it seems like the only appropriate way to do it. Oh, oh, oh. Merry Christmas, little Barbara Piggins, age 7. I got your letter, and it was such a treat to read. I hope you enjoy the Barbie doll I made for you. Give your mom a big kiss for me and tell her that she has the most incredible ass in all of Katy, Texas. There is some competition, though. Love, Santa Claus. Oh yeah, my favorite part of any quest, assignment, puzzle, mission, or chore? The notes document opened up fresh in the cloud. So this one's nice and easy. It specifically mentions what age she was when she receives this letter from Santa. And also, we know that the very first one she received is when she was age 7. So that's like a free space on the bingo board, baby. Now let's go pick up some others. Ho, ho, ho. Merry Christmas, little Barbie doll. You've been a very good girl this year, and you will be getting everything you asked for. A new dress for you, and a new matching dress for your sweet little doll. I can't answer all of your questions. There were so many. But I can certainly tell you that yes, my reindeer do enjoy cookies and milk as much as me. It does not make them shit the floor, however. Your mother is crazy. Don't listen to her. Hugs and kisses, Santa Claus. I'm going to pick up all the ones in here and then consider sorting some more. I want to give a chance to showcase some more of the environments of the adjacent strip mall. Ho, ho, ho. Merry Christmas, little Barbie doll. They showed us that movie Frozen up here at the North Pole. They ought not to have done that. Now we're all singing, let me go, let me go. And the COs are losing their minds. I posted a video on YouTube and got like 10,000 hits, but then they deleted it. Screw the surveillance state. Love, Santa Claus. Ho, ho, ho. Merry COVID, little Barbie doll. Hope you are enjoying the plandemic. Got briefly detained again for refusing to wear a mask at the gym, but they aren't holding prisoners right now, and I could tell for the first time ever that the cops were on my side. Things are changing in this country. Be safe, it's war out there. Ho ho ho, Santa Claus. If you're not picking up on the subtext, as already stated, these are not written by the one and only true Santa Claus, but perhaps we'll piece together more of that as we keep going. Last postcard in here. Ho ho ho, Merry Christmas, little Barbie doll. I can't believe we have a black president. Freaks me out, but I dig it. Cinnamon Rose says he is going to make all drugs legal and give veterans vouchers that they can use on sex workers. Don't know about that. Enclosed you will find an Old Navy gift card. I know it says $500, but there's only about $200 left, so be careful. That's still pretty good. Ho ho ho, Santa Claus. Alright, now I want to check out the parking lot. So, over here is the cat box. This is Margot's father's bar. It is part of the continuum, the trans-historic continuum of the world's greatest bars. Next door is the Christmas shop where Barbie worked until the church started strong-arming her. We also have a tattoo removal parlor called Invisible Ink, which I very much appreciate. We have Resurrection Memorial, a funeral parlor owned by sort of a frenemy of ours. Like, our families, like, used to be friends and then, like, stopped getting along, and, like, now we have kind of a tepid relationship with the young woman who runs it now. 1, 2, 3 bail bonds. I mean, you know, like the part of Better Call Saul where he's working out of a strip mall? That's kind of what's going on here. And then Hook Up Hoedown. It's a it's sort of an adult. It's sort of an adult. You know what? Why don't we check it out? And I think it'll make itself clear if you behold the shelves. Here's our good buddy Avunculus. I love sex shops. Sex is always valuable, the only true hedge against equity correction and geopolitical volatility. If you like, I can teach you how to swirl your titties in 2 different directions at the same time, so you'll always be employable. Zaculite Chat says, I don't know who wrote all this, but I would like to buy them a beer. I kind of figured people would appreciate the vibe. Speaking of, I do believe we have something of a streamer mode in effect. I don't know if it can be applied mid-game. Okay, it has to be applied before we start. But I do know for a fact that if you're uncomfortable with this scene, we have the technology to conceal some of that. So, you know, like I said, we've got plenty of characters in the strip mall. They're all very rich, very relatable and entertaining. I am going to be focusing on the puzzle here, though. But if you have questions about anything that's going on, I will be happy to address those. Let me take the postcard that's right in her hand. Ho ho ho, Merry Christmas, little Barbie doll. You're getting so big. Starting junior high school already, and already so smart and pretty. Enjoy the $100 cash. I also got you some in-sync slap bracelets like you wanted. They are coming in a separate envelope. Are these things made out of Venetian blinds? Pretty much, yeah. If you are a millennial and you grew up with slap bracelets, you know that's true. Love, Santa Claus. Wow, it's apparently both of my mods' anniversary, 7 and 10 years respectively. Not even sure how that's mathematically possible, but here we go. More cards. Ho ho ho! Merry Christmas, little Barbie doll. Everyone in this country is an idiot. Everyone in Vegas has low testosterone and no immune system. I keep telling people about gut health and how you have to manifest the right bacteria in your GI if you want money and power, but it takes a special kind of genius ears to hear the genius truth. Okay. I have to leave and come back and it'll work. Okay, hold on. Testing the technology. Dev in chat, thank you very much, Skelegraph. Let's leave and come back, just because I want to see it. There it is. Now it's all copacetic. Just in case you were worried, now there's just an ominous mosaic of fun, sexy times. Seriously, she wants to meet Barbie's dad. I mean Santa Claus. Shh, spoilers. Good read, though. Ho ho ho, Merry Christmas, little Barbie doll. If you look under the doormat, you're gonna find $50 worth of scratch-off tickets. If you win big, you have to split it with Santa. Dimes are better than quarters for scratching, especially on account of your tiny little fingers. Love, Santa Claus. It's just, I mean, I really truly love the storytelling through the Christmas cards, because so I am familiar with the puzzle. It's been a minute since I've played it. But I genuinely believe that by the end of this puzzle, I feel like I understood both Barbie and her dad better than, like, a significant number of, like, the protagonists from, like, 40-plus hour, like, narrative-driven games that I've played. It's a good time. Oh, 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 Merry Christmas, little Barbie doll. This is the big one. Can't believe you're legal to drink. Sending you a gift card to Chili's, but make sure you spend it on drinks with an X. If you can't win a thumb war with the bartender, you're too drunk to drive. Just some good practical advice from Santa. And we got one more in here. Merry Christmas, Barbie doll. Ho, ho, ho. Cinnamon Rose and I are all finished, baby. I'm dating this new Bulgarian chick named Oksana, who can tie cherry stems with her tongue and used to be a booth bunny, basically at illegal secret international gun shows in Sierra Leone. We are addicted to each other. It's nasty and bad. Sending you tickets to this thing called Burning Man. Look it up on the internet. Love, Santa Claus. Okay, now that we've grabbed a couple of sets of cards, maybe we can start placing things. For example, that one with the Chili's gift card. Where'd that end up? Here we go. So this one here, because it's her big 21st birthday, and we know that she was 7 in 1995, we can figure out what year that happened. I'm going to do it manually like a chump because my brain's all over the place. So 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 2009, baby. Good year I graduated college. Okay, what else do we think we know? I think we have Merry COVID. Ooh, wrong place to click. I think that at least to start, we can safely place that in 2020. We may move it around, but like because we're making a big deal of the fact that COVID is present, I feel like that's a safe starting place. My mom in chat points out that Frozen should be in 2013. I do believe somewhere in the game will actually remind you of that, but I just absolutely love that my mom knows that. I do have a niece who is like right in the age range to just absolutely know that, so that helps. So let's drop that in 2013. There's also... I mean, some of these ones we can make an educated guess that they're early in the timeline. We may not know exactly where they're at, however. So if we look at, this one we have, You'll be getting everything you asked for, a new dress for you and a matching dress for your sweet doll. So, like, that's probably not when she's, like, a fully grown adult. It's probably not after she's drinking age, right? And also, like, she's asking Santa questions at this point, so, like, that's pretty young. We also, let's see. I mean, we also have, like, sort of an escalation of, the value of certain things. We got, like, $50 scratch-off tickets. We've got, roughly $200 of an Old Navy gift card. So one of these, like, the slap bracelet one? Yeah, $100 cash on a slap bracelet. I mean, like, so NSYNC was big. When do you think was the last year NSYNC was big? Like, obviously they were big in the 90s. I think they were still relevant in the early 2000s, but, like, you know, I'd say probably somewhere, like, no later than these first 3 rows for sure. The president should be 08. I agree, because he's sort of, like, musing over the fact that we have the president now. Which one is that? Here we go. Can't believe we have a black president. So yeah, that's probably 2008 being... These 5 are correct! They have returned to the order... they have returned to order after their journey in throbbing abyss. You need to shuffle these 5 around no longer. So there we go. So those are some of our, like, earlier anchors of, like, some real-world data. So that's helpful. Things are going to get trickier from here, but this is an indicator that, you know, you don't have to get every single one in place before the game sort of directs you to understand that you're making progress. Okay, we only got a few handy. Let's go gather some more. How about, listen, I know Zacula's active in chat. I'm going to go to Invisible Ink. I suppose tattoos are nothing but fugacious whims of the weary gentry now. Convertible window dressing to hide the emptiness of the soul's tabernacle. A decision that can be so easily undone is nothing but flirtation. The vibe in here is pretty solid, too. We've got ourselves a few postcards. Ho, 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 Merry Christmas, little Barbie doll. My parole hearing up at the North Pole did not go well. So looks like I'm going to do the full 5 after all. I showed them pictures of you and told them about your magic kiss, but obviously Santa has a record, so Santa doesn't get any Christian mercy. I'm sending you a subscription to Maxim magazine. When they start showing up, those are from me. It sounds like it's possible those might also be for him. Just putting that out there. Ho, 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 Merry Christmas, little Barbie doll. I guess you know I am stuck at the North Pole again. Oksana only got 6 months, but after that I get conjugal visits, cause apparently it's not Texas here. Which is actually kind of a useful point to know. Oh yeah, we got married. No present this year, baby. What a banner year. Okay. Moving onward. Ho, 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 Merry Christmas, little Barbie doll. Santa's busy as hell this winter and in and out of people's houses. But I put $2,000 in a Pringle can and put it next to all the bug sprays in the garage. Don't let your mother touch that money. Buy whatever you want. Don't let her tell you have to save it for college. Santa can always get you more money. That's kind of a stark contrast to the last one, where he is in prison and there's no gift this year. That might not be a coincidence. Okay. Now, the folks around here, like, you can talk to them about the situation with Barbie, and you can get, like, certain clues from them, but I just, you know, like I said, I kind of want to focus with our limited time here today on the puzzle itself. I have a feeling people are going to like this guy. Here's Avunculus's first read. Hot tip from hell. Most criminals get away with it. Most criminals do not get caught. It is good to be a criminal. It is a thrilling life with clear goals. What's your favorite crime to do? Pickaxe murder? Embalming putrefacted meat and selling it to the army? I mean, those are the 2 most likely candidates, I think. And of course, Even though like the Christmas cards were scattered in the parking lot, they're all over the place. They're in like every business. They're somewhere in the parking lot. We'll find those in a bit. Merry Christmas, Barbie doll. Ho ho ho. Telling people about God manifestation full time on the strip. Your Cinnamom let me sleep on the floor. Sometimes? Even though we're taking a break right now. I love you, Santa Claus. Seems like not a gift on that particular year either. Ho ho ho, Merry Christmas, little Barbie girl. I'm free, baby, living in Vegas now. Makes sense of the strip comments, of course. It is awesome. I'm sending you a picture of this girl I'm seeing. Her name is Cinnamon Rose, and she is working at the same club as me. I'm working the door, doing a little unofficial business on the side. Sending you 3 G's this year via DHL for a graduation present. Cinnamon Rose says you should buy some tits, but don't listen to Cinnamon Rose. Then why even convey the message, Santa Dad? Thank you, though. That feels like one we can slot in pretty easily if I can just find it. Let's see. Don't listen to her. Okay, so as a graduation present, we know that she is 21 in 2009. 2019, 18. I'm gonna put that at 2006.
Daddy does not approve.
That's right. That's the right one. And watching on Steam, I have some sound alerts set up, and someone in chat does not approve of Cinnamom's advice. Surprisingly, that person was not my mom, who also probably does not approve that advice. Yeah. All right. Feel good about that one. Click off. Let's head back. And we got a couple more to look at here. Ho, ho, ho. Merry Christmas, little Barbie doll. Your father showed me pictures of you at prom from the internet. Good Lord, you're all grown up, huh? I'm getting out next year. So if any boys out there give you any trouble, just tell them how much Santa loves you and isn't afraid to do time to keep you safe. For Christmas this year, I got you a joke. What do you call a nut in jail? A busted nut. I mean, it's not as good as 3 Gs via DHS. I'm going to put that out there. Normal and trustworthy men always have gleaming teeth. That is true, this is Star. I have found that in my life experience. Now, alright, so this one we just got. Saw pictures from prom. Like, prom has got to be, like, adjacent to graduation, right? Also, it does mention I'm getting out next year. And then in 2006, he's free. So, like, that feels like that lines up. I feel good about that. And then let's grab another postcard. Ho, ho, ho. Merry Christmas, Barbie doll. They're going to start letting us have internet here on computer days. Should I make an Instagram account? Santa Claus, the minimum security prison influencer? I made you some origami. It's a chainsaw. Hugs and kisses, Santa Claus. So, obviously we have something of a prison story arc. We're going to have to piece that one out. I think that's going to be a complicated component of the story. This over here, by the way, that I've just clicked on is the church. So basically this church showed up like in the last couple months, I think, relative to the start of the game. And they had like a meeting trying to bully everyone in the strip mall and trying to like take over the place, kind of. It's unclear like what their goals are exactly, but like that is around the time that our father started feeling ill, and then, you know, we returned home, and that set off the events of the game. Avunculus had some opinions viewing the church. Whoa, people have had some formidable sex inside this church, and not just local gangbang teams breaking in overnight. 139 separate people have had orgasms in here, including many during the services. The most popular place to have an orgasm in this church is the front pew, the splash zone. Yeah. Yes, we do have the devs visiting in chat. I appreciate popping in, and feel free to ask them questions. I am not sponsored, but I have been able to give some feedback as a beta tester for the game. So we've got a bit of a working relationship, and all of my opinions are my own. And the opinions are, I dig this game. Ho, ho, ho. Merry X, Barbie doll baby. End time's coming, baby. Cinnamon does not understand. How is your gut? Sending you a picture of my latest Type 4 BSS perfect stool to prove that I have cured body rot. That might be the worst Christmas present so far, is a photo of Santa's stool. I know the perfect blend of iron, creatine, black licorice, 5-cow, and donkai that just needs some angel seed money right now to get started, and I will be rich. How is your store going? Got any leftover Christmas cash for Santa? So not only is the gift on this particular year Santa's stool, but also he's asking for negative money for Christmas. It's, you know, it's an approach that you could take. The next one. Ho, ho, ho. Merry Christmas, Barbie doll. Another rough year for Santa. The worst part of being locked up here at the North Pole is how boring it is. I wasn't able to get you anything this year, but that doesn't mean you aren't the best little girl in the whole world. I kissed the stamp on this card, so if you kiss it too, it's a magic kiss, and your wish will come true. I hope you wish for Santa to get out on parole next year. Okay, hold on. Pause, please. That one feels very targeted. So I think 2005 was the year he references the magic kiss. Is that right? No. When was that? No, it was a different one of the ones we've seen. We haven't placed that yet. Okay. So those two are probably back to back. But this, both, he calls her little Barbie doll, where I think many of the other ones he just calls her Barbie doll. And then also, just this sort of reference of, like, the magic kiss makes me think that we're dealing with younger Barbie. So, like, it's probably, like, two adjacent years around here. Because we have, like, this is he's free, and this is he's getting out next year. So if he had a parole hearing, I'm gonna estimate that at 2004. Like, that's like close to him getting out. Did the other one say how long he was in for? Gonna do the full 5. Yeah, so I mean, like, getting parole, like, before the halfway point, like, seems dubious. Yeah, this one also says little Barbie doll, so I think, yeah. Merry Christmas, little Barbie doll. Parole hearing up at the North Pole did not go well. Told them about the magic kiss. So I'm gonna say that the magic kiss that is referenced in the parole that I'm putting, like, at the halfway point in this prison sentence probably goes there. The year before, tries to get the Christmas magic, doesn't work out. And then let's go back to, let's pick up the rest of these from outside. Ho, 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 Merry Christmas, little Barbie doll. It's going to be a bit of a light year. Santa's not allowed to leave the North Pole right now, probably not for another 5 years. But you'll be getting that good stuff again from Santa in time for you to graduate high school. That's when you're 18, right? Anyway, like, I appreciate the little nod here, like, in case you're, like, a little iffy on the math because it's been a while since you were in high school, like, this guy, you know, it's just sort of like, incidentally, if you want to place a card that happens to say graduating high school, that happens at 18. Anyway, I paid an elf here an entire pack of cigarettes to draw you a picture of Jennifer Lopez. Sorry it's a little pornographic. I assume the apology is that it's not more pornographic through the subtext of what we're doing here. So, that one also seems to reference this 5-year sentence and also mentions little Barbie doll. So, for another 5 years. So that puts it at 3 here. I say, is that 2001 then? Yeah, okay. More progress towards your dubious goal. I like this Santa Claus fellow a great deal. Touch these particular 5 cards no longer if you thirst for revelation. Okay. Thirst for revelation ongoing. Cool. Postcard. Big fan of the eyeball, dude. For me, it's a struggle to, like, I think I have so far a favorite human character and a favorite non-human character. And the favorite non-human character is unsurprisingly Avunculus. Although there are 3 pretty good cats in the bar. That's why it's the cat box. But also, I don't know. I really like Barbie. It may not surprise you to know, based on the fact that I'm wearing a Santa hat on May 30th, and even put a Santa hat on my life-size Flareon plush, that I'm a bit of a Christmas fan myself. So her vibes are immaculate as far as I'm concerned. Oh, Merry Christmas, little Barbie doll. I'm eating a big steak at the Outback Steakhouse after my shift at BWW and thinking of you. Meat only. Mailing you a tea bag for this new antioxidant tea I found. Also sending you some krill oil supplements that really work. Please take them every day. Love, sent. Back to the parking lot. So where have we not gone? We've done hook up and bail bonds. We did invisible ink. I guess that leaves us with the Resurrection Memorial. Gross! This place is full of dead humans wearing cheap makeup. Why don't you just put your dead in a maggoty reckoning pile, remove their sweetbreads to reward your hounds, and waft their burning flesh smoke towards your enemies as a warning? Painting up your dead like temple whores and then not even defiling them is wasteful and emotionally unhealthy. Completely unsurprising to me that chat is responding well to our latest character introduction. She's our frenemy gal. You know what? Chat's really excited. I think we may have a little time to spare to get to know her. She is much cooler than you. I should trade up and make her my bonded thrall instead. But what if she doesn't like me? I don't think I could bear it. Never mind. I must keep my distance until I know more. Sometimes I wonder if Avunculus is just Count Zacula in chat. Oh, it's you again for some reason. This is Monica Mascarinus, so that you know what to title your fan art. Important thematic question. Do you like Christmas or nah? It's a busy season for us, but not a lucrative one. Lots of lonely people decide they're done being lonely forever and take drastic action. Lonely people funerals are usually empty, which means no opportunities to network. Unfortunately, we don't turn anyone away, even if a family is buying our cheapest package. I do prefer it when popular and happy people die in the spring, when the weather is nice. Are there any communities you haven't cracked yet? I've always wanted to bury a stage magician. I want to see a room full of magicians crying while doing half-hearted card tricks, their shaky fingers fumbling their stupid contrivances. I would find that very amusing. Wouldn't you? What's your opinion on this Barbie situation? I don't particularly care. I hope something more reasonable takes her place, like a Taekwondo school or a dialysis center. A place where people might get fatally injured or where people are already close to death and therefore susceptible to aggressive push marketing. Chat asks what's going on her chest, and the official answer is her screen brightness is up super duper high. So just in case you were wondering at home, that's what's going on here. If it feels like we have a little extra time, I might do some further character exploration, but just a taste of our very goth contribution to the cast. Let's gather these last few postcards and see what we can do. Merry Christmas, little Barbie doll. Ho, ho, ho. Hard to find a job these days as a 2-time felon. But I'm working at a Buffalo Wild Wings right now. I wish they would turn off this pussified right-wing talk radio in the kitchen, though. I'd rather listen to mariachis than this right-wing garbage. Love, Santa Claus. There's a lot of them in here. I think this is the last batch, though. We'll be able to check that on the menu, I think. Ho, ho, ho. Merry Christmas, little Barbie doll. Got fired from Buffalo Wild Wings for mixing 5 cow powder and a little cordyceps tincture in with the blazing knockout sauce. Nobody complained. Evidently there is dried bull urine in the 5 cow powder, but if it isn't safe, how come they sell it at VitaBody? See, Santa's out here asking the real questions, you know? The questions that other people don't have the guts to ask. because they don't have the perfect gut biome is what I'm telling you, because they don't have the genius ears to listen. Are you paying attention? There's a whole life philosophy available in this Christmas card catalog for anyone to enjoy. Note that the views of Felon Santa do not necessarily reflect myself or the Cerebral Puzzle Showcase. Ho, 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 Merry Christmas, little Barbie doll. I'm out again, still in Vegas, though. I am never going back to prison. Well, depending on when this is placed, foreshadowing warning. Ran into Cinnamon Rose at the free clinic, and she looks terrible. Oksana got deported. For Christmas this year, I named a star after you. It's a real star. I'm going to email you the coordinates. The star is called Little Barbie Doll. Oh, that's very sweet. I like it. It makes me happy. They have such a complicated relationship, but I really do appreciate the whole story of this family. Ho, ho, ho. Merry Christmas, little Barbie doll. Your mom says I'm supposed to tell you to go to college, but I never went, and I'm 10 times smarter than she is, 'cause I'm Santa Claus. So whatever, do your thing. Cinnamon Rose and I went to Tijuana this year for the entirety of December. She says Vegas is too cold. Sending you a packet of genuine peyote seeds from me and a temporary tattoo of a rattlesnake from Cinnamon Rose. That's very cool and normal. Ho, ho, ho. Merry Christmas, little Barbie doll. I am back together with Cinnamon Rose after all these years. Can you believe it? She looks good, though. Had a lot of work done and has regular clients these days. She's making enough for both of us. So screw Buffalo Wild Wings and Amos Papa. Sand Cook, regional manager of the Top Line Foods. Enjoy this refrigerator magnet from Branson, Missouri. We should do like a power rankings of all the gifts at the end of this. I think this is the last one, and then we can puzzle it up hardcore to the mega. Ho, ho, ho. Merry Christmas, little Barbie doll. This has been a bit of a hard year for good old Santa. So I apologize for the lack of any real tangible presents. There are some colored pencils and some paper on the top shelf of the hall closet for you. I know you'll make something incredible to send that incredible daddy of yours who loves you very much, even though he isn't allowed to see you anymore. Your dad wants you to know that I am as real as hell, by the way. Don't listen to your mother or the kids at school. They all suck, and they're children, and what do they know? Santa's super duper smart, as previously established. XOXO Santa Claus. So, no, I'm still missing 3, according to something that my face is hiding at the very top of the screen. Cards found 27 of 30. So let me do a quick check. Did I miss some somewhere? Did I? Oh, I missed one here. Ho, ho, ho. Merry Christmas, Barbie doll. Do not get this vaccine. I know you know better, but you wouldn't believe how stupid all the people are around me. Sending you some hawk sperm suppositories and wormwood peanut butter cups. Cinnamon Rose loves them, and I love you. Okay, write this down. This one's definitely worse than getting nothing for Christmas, just for the record. Let's go ahead and slap that one. We're talking about not getting this vaccine, as if we all know which vaccine it is, which can pretty much only put it... Did the vaccine first come out in 2021 or 2022? Anyone who lived through COVID knows that time had no meaning, and that if you didn't write it down, there's just no telling when it happened. I'd love to see the Barbie Xmas Hall tier list. I mean, at some point, I'm definitely going to evaluate it for sure. Probably don't have time during this stream, but like now that I'm thinking about it, I really want to do it. That last one's pretty low on the list. I think I would rather get Santa propositioning me for money from my small business than that. Okay. Any others here? No. I think that there's like a little bit of a scavenger hunt element to this. Oh, by the way, I didn't point this out. On like most screens, if you like click on nothing, then the game will indicate like things that you can interact with. So it's like a nice, convenient, built-in sort of hotspot finder. Oh, there's a small one in invisible ink I missed. Ho, ho, ho. Merry Christmas, little Barbie doll. Still locked up. Nobody's getting any presents this year, good or bad. I've got pink eye in both eyes, and it's very cold here. Everything looks pink. When I get out, I'm gonna buy you a bubblegum pink Camaro, and the trunk is going to be full of champagne gummy bears. Well, I'm hoping she's a little older by that point. Also, can anyone confirm if everything looks pink when you have pink eye? Because, like, that's, like, news to me. Did I miss one here? That would be very embarrassing. Wait, is there one in the room with Dad? Is that possible? Hey, Dad. Looking a little worse for wear, but you know how it is. Where do I think the last one is that I forgot? I got like 1,000 from here, yeah? There's another one in here? Not seeing one. Alright, here's the part of the time-sensitive stream where I solicit chat to point out the thing I'm missing. Hopefully it's not at the very bottom of the screen where I've put my info bar. Well, let me place some things and we'll think about it. It's in the bail bond office. Thank you. Thank you, Devs. Thank you. This is where I struggle. Ah, there it is. Look at that. Look at that cheeky little Santa in that cup back here. When I first played this, I missed like 4 in here. I was very silly. Ho ho ho. Merry Christmas, little Barbie doll. Sending you a new batch of supplements. Red yeast rice and 5 cow powder. Way better than last year's krill oil fad and cheaper. It's Ayurvedic medicine. You have to take them every day or it won't work and you will get cancer and die. I love you, Santa Claus. Oh, 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 oh. Okay, so now we have 30 cards of 30. And we have 12 minutes to try and piece everything together. Good luck, me. Let's see. So, as mentioned earlier, this one we got early on mentions a new dress for her doll. It's possible it's the same doll that's being referenced here in the very first one at age 7, where Santa made a Barbie doll for her. It seems likely that there would be... Now, obviously, since we've read through all of them, none of the others mention a doll. So, like, it seems like those would be close together, right? The junior high one. Yeah. Ah, yeah, that's next up on the list. That's convenient. Started junior high school already. Okay, so it's time for me to do school math. I'm very good at this. So, I was in first grade at age 6. This is a thing I've committed to memory because I base all school math on this fact. So she was age 7, that's 2nd grade, 3rd grade, 4th grade, 5th grade. 6th grade is when middle school or junior high school started for me. So I'm going to drop that in 99. Okay. Let's see. Station. Can we figure out when... Because we have like 3 in a row here that are referencing Buffalo Wild Wings. Do any of these tell us exactly where they're happening? This one mentions that he's working there. Mailing you a tea bag for new antioxidant tea with the krill oil supplements. And then we know that there's one where he's like, last year's krill oil supplements sucked. At Christmas, hard to find a job as a 2-time felon working at Buffalo Wild Wings. So, he starts working at Buffalo Wild Wings after going to prison a 2nd time. The first time... We're going to go ahead and make the assumption that this timeline is comprehensive for this story and that there wasn't a secret incarceration, which would mean that he went to prison the first time from 2001 to 2006, which means that he had to start working at Buffalo Wild Wings well, obviously sometime after that, but he had to go to prison in the interim. So at some point we're just going to have to make an educated guess, perhaps. Cow powder. He mentions the 5 cow powder here, and then I think in one of the Buffalo Wild Wings ones, he mentions that got him fired, right? Yeah. So those should be back to back. 2-time felon Santa Claus sounds like a standard line cook at Buffalo Wild Wings. I'm not sure I've ever been to a Buffalo Wild Wings, but what I understand about Buffalo Wild Wings, that seems correct-ish. Okay, just skimming through here. This one is pretty young, right? Little Barbie doll, if you look under the doormat, $50 worth of scratch-off tickets that you have to split with Santa. Dimes are better than quarters for scratching, especially on account of your tiny fingers. I'm just gonna randomly slot that in like 97, just because that's like the youngest slot we have available, and he's like still indicating how small her hands are. Maybe it's 98, but I think we've got 99 on lock, and it's probably not gonna be later than that. It's a soft lock. It's not green yet. Let's see. Wild Wings. Mistake after my shift to Buffalo Wild Wings. I don't know if I mean, because of the nature, it's interesting that like he would write about the Buffalo Wild Wings like in his like once a year communication for like multiple years. So it kind of suggests it's like the important thing going on. So they're probably like 3 back-to-back years. One thing that I know that you would know if you were at this point in the game. Where is that one where Santa asks her for money? Chainsaw. Got Christmas cash for Santa. Okay. Send you a picture of my stool. Cured body rot. How's the store going? So, like, off the top of my head, I forget. It's like one of the 2 most recent years that she opened the store. I think that when he asked her how the store is going and asked for money, I think that is the most recent year. I think that's 2024. And like, there's a point where you have to like establish like what year, like everything in the shop or everything in the strip mall, started doing business. So like you would know that at this point in the game. Oh, let's see what else. We've got we definitely have like a whole story arc where like he just gets on the like holistic medicine grift, right? But like we don't have like one. I mean, we could try and stitch together a super long chain. Oh, hold on. I showed us the movie Frozen up here at the North Pole. Now we're all singing "Let Me Go, Let Me Go," and then. So, at this point, he's in prison again. Would end times be 2012? I'm so glad you asked me that, because when I initially tried this puzzle, I got stuck on that for so long, and I'm gonna clue you in on the answer that no, but I agree with the reasoning. I'm here with you. Let's see. Other like prison ones do we have that maybe we could put in place to lock a start or an end year for that? Buffalo Wild Wings. I mean, here's what I'll do for now, because I'm in a bit of a crunch. Oh, hang on. Never going back to prison. I'm gonna say, for the sake of argument, that could be... It could be 2014. Oh, it is! Well, that's great. That's so convenient for me. Yes, these 5 epistles are now in harmony. Perhaps if you fully stabilize this ravel data set, this Christmas witch will let you fill her stocking until you split the seams. I'm sure that none of that is a metaphor. So my reasoning there was, we know that this is a not first visit to prison. If you read between the lines, this one's like a little subtle, but like there is terminology in the first one that picks up on, you know, like let me go instead of let it go, and like we're up here at the North Pole. There's a couple times he references that, and that's like his Santa way of saying that he's stuck. So the one we just locked in, still in Vegas, never going back to prison, ran into Cinnamon Rose at the free clinic. She looks terrible. Named the star after you. There is one where, like, he says he's, like, staying with Cinnamon Rose, I think. There's one where he says he's back together with her. And this one he says she looks terrible, right? This seems like typical man response, right? Is to, like, say she looks awful, but then, like, get together with her. Although this one does say screw Buffalo Wild Wings. So, Buffalo Wild Wings, the whole Buffalo Wild Wings arc has to happen before he gets back together with her. So how about, he's out now, he says he's never going back. Let's say that he just got the job at Buffalo Wild Wings. In that one, he says that they're listening to right-wing talk radio and he doesn't like it. And then eating a big steak at the Outback Steakhouse after my shift at Buffalo Wild Wings. And he starts talking about, like, weird, like, supplements. So maybe that's 2016. And then he gets fired from Buffalo Wild Wings. And then he never, ever, ever gets back together with Cinnamon Rose. Maybe. Hold on. Finished. People about the gut biome. Back together with her after all these years. Might be a little ambitious, but like these are interrelated and there aren't a lot of places where you could put like 3 in a row, and it has to be after he gets out of prison the second time. Which does mean there's one of these where he talks about Oksana, and he says, let's say to college, let's get any presents, pink eye in both eyes, everything's pink. What if this, is this part of the, I don't know for sure. Here we go. Guess you know I'm stuck at the North Pole again. Oksana only got 6 months. Oh yeah, we got married. So I'm gonna put that, for now, I'm gonna put that in 2012, where it's like before this prison arc. Okay, what else do I need to slot in? So like anything where he's talking about like gut manifestation and whatever, like has to happen after the Buffalo Wild Wings arc, which means like it pretty much has to be like 2019 or later, right? It's not already included. He's telling people about gut manifestation full time on the strip. That could be, well, I mean, I guess that could be like any point after the fact. Just for lack of tangible presence, there's colored pencils. Oh yeah, this one. This one he's still like insisting that like Santa is real and like your dad loves you even though you can't get a real gift. So like this one is probably like pretty early on, 97, 98, maybe 2000. I may have missed it being explicitly stated, but is Cinnamon Rose a stripper? I don't think it's ever explicit. No, that's not true. I think one of the cards says she's working at a strip club. She's a stripper. You are understanding correctly. Oh, we are at time. So I don't know if Myri is still here or if that's happened automatically. Awesome. Thank you so much, Myri, for the time. Thank you, everybody who's come out to visit this in the Cerebral Puzzle Showcase. Hope you're enjoying it and that you check out the deals and have a good time and everything, and enjoy the next game up if it hasn't already come up. I think I'm going to hang out for just a minute to round up things from people in chat on my end, if anyone's still around. Yeah, I think I might leave the rest of this puzzle to your imagination so that you can play it for yourself. I don't know. As stated, huge fan of this, recommend it highly. Go wishlist it. There's a command in my chat for it. Yeah. Thank you very much. Cerebral Puzzle Showcase. Is anyone able to confirm if we're switched over? I think we are. Thank you to all the devs in chat. I appreciate the helpful nudges to keep us on track. Sorry that we didn't get through it, but I think we're in a pretty good spot here, showing off like the scope of the puzzle, but maybe not spoiling everything. It's kind of the puzzle vibe, as it were. I do strongly encourage everyone to check out this game. If you haven't already wishlisted it, I just posted the link in chat there. I'm going to continue to have that aggressively showing up in my own chat for my own streams. Speaking of which, I will be streaming some the Case of the Golden Idol a little later tonight at my usual time slot, which is 9 p.m. Eastern to sometime between midnight and 1. It's just the only time that's available to me. Yeah, so you can come hang out then if you want to see more puzzle solving and silly vibes. There's a lot of them. And anything else that you all wanted to share, devs in chat? Otherwise, I think I will wrap it up. I think we're in a good place. But yes, thank you to everyone who showed up. I know it's not the usual time. A bunch of my regulars showed up, and my mom, who's always here. Hi, Mom. Yes, I have warned my own chat that the language in this game is a little bit strong, but I think it's telling a specific kind of story that's really unique, and I don't think it's done for like shock value, but like also my chat is completely here for it. So like I don't know why I would feel the need to like mitigate that at all. Okay. Seems like we're all good here. So again, thanks everybody for stopping by, and you can join me later if you're free. Feel free. Actually, I will just to say that I did. Anyone interested in continuing to follow what's going on with the Cerebral Puzzle Showcase, there's like another 2-hour block. I'm just going to go ahead and raid the last streamer for the day, Author Blues. I think I should remember what they're streaming, but I don't. But you can check it out when we raid now. Yeah. But otherwise, I'm going to call it here. Thanks, everyone, for watching. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being you. And I hope to see you again soon. Take care, everybody. Raid on.